Good morning, guys. How are you today? In the previous session, we talked about section 6.1 chromosomes, and we talked about the types of the cell, and we said that the cell divided into two types: somatic or body cells and sex cells or germ cells. Okay, and we know that according to the different types of the cells we have two different types of division: mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis occurs in body cells or somatic cells because it produces identical cells, while meiosis occurs in sex cell because it produces unidentical cells. And we know that somatic cells or body cells is diploid, which means it contains the total number of chromosomes. For example, in human being, it contains 46 chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes, while sex cell is haploid, which means it contains a half number of chromosomes. In case of human being, it will be just 23 pairs. Today we will talk about section 6.2, which is process of meiosis. What happened during meiosis? During meiosis, the diploid cells undergo to divide into haploid cells. For example, in case of male, the testicle contains the total number of chromosomes, so it diploid. It will divide it, undergo meiosis division into sperm cells. The sperm cells contain the half number of chromosomes, which is haploid. Germ cells with 46 chromosomes develop into gametes through meiosis. What is the meaning of gametes? Gametes means in case of male is sperm, in case of female egg or ovum. Meiosis division reduces the number of chromosomes. Okay? Again, meiosis division reduces the number of chromosomes. So you may find in some scientific books, they called the meiosis division the reduction division. Why? Because it reduces number of chromosomes in case of human being from 46 to 23 chromosomes. And as a result of meiosis, it creates genetic diversity or genetic variations, which means as a result of meiosis division, the offsprings have some traits and some genes different than their parents. So meiosis help in creates a genetic diversity or genetic variations. All organisms reproduce sexually. Okay, take care in this point. All organisms reproduce sexually. They must undergo meiosis division. Okay. Next slide. What is the stages of meiosis? Stages of meiosis, we have two stages, or meiosis division have two stages: meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Each stage consists of phases similar to mitosis division. You will find prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and so on. But it repeated into two stages. The first difference between meiosis and mitosis. Mitosis, just one stage, pro, meta, ana, telo. While meiosis is two stages, meiosis 1, meiosis 2, each one consists of 4 phases. These diagrams represent the stages or the phases of meiosis. Let's start with first one, prophase. The first one. What occurs during prophase 1? During prophase 1, you can find that the nuclear membrane breaks down or disappears. Nuclear membrane disappear or breaks down, and then the nucleus disappear and duplicates of chromosomes and condense again. The first at prophase 1 in meiosis 1, nuclear membrane breaks down or disappear, and then the nucleus disappear and the chromosomes condense and duplicates, and homologous chromosomes pair up. Homologous chromosomes, okay, pair up, okay, and then in metaphase you can notice that homologous chromosomes lined up. Homologous chromosomes lined up at the cell equator, or one row, form one row, which creates gene diversity. Each side of the equator has chromosomes from both parents. For example, we can say that the red chromosomes from father and blue from mother, okay? So in metaphase, the homologous chromosomes lined up at the cell equator or form one row, as you see, which creates gene diversity. Each side of equator has chromosomes from both parents. Then anaphase 1, the homologous pairs separates or splits, as you can see, from each other and move to the opposite sides of the cell. Again, in anaphase 1, you can see that the homologous pairs separate from each other and move to opposite sides of the cell. The sister chromatids remains attached. The sister chromatids as you see, still attached or remains attached. Okay, and the cell begins to shrink from the middle to be ready for the next one, which is telophase 1. What happens during the telophase 1? The telophase 1, the last phase of the meiosis 1, the nuclear membrane which disappeared in the first phase will be returned again and appears, and then the nucleus appears or forms. The cell undergo cytokinesis. We know that cytokinesis is the last step of meiosis. Each cell has a ionic combination of 23 duplicated chromosomes. Okay, again, the cell undergoes cytokinesis, and each cell has ionic combination of 23 duplicated chromosomes from both parents. And the first mitotic division ends. There are just two new cells. Each one same number of chromatids of the parent. Okay. So it is the last of, or the end of the meiosis 1. Then the two new cells which produced from the meiosis 1 enters the meiosis 2, and we will explain the meiosis 2 in the next session, inshallah. I hope you understand this part well. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.